that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the New Orleans Saints. Play clock winding down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Time with Devontae Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Sanu, the man in motion left. On second down, Freeman. And some room to maneuver. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And the wideout in motion. Now they'll throw it with Palmer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catcher.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Room to run inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Here's Colvin. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Palmer. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Sanu, the man in motion left. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Sanu, the man in motion left. Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Drops it off for Coleman, and he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Palmer will throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd and 10 here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second and 10 now. It's Palmer being chased out left. And an alley to run. Finding room inside the 40. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Gabriel, the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Gabriel, the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Palmer. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. Cordell Patterson. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
To throw on 2nd down, Palmer, and that's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time, and it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's a give to Freeman running right. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Freeman again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's got room. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Pass incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And some room to roam now. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 29. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Here we go.
Coleman now. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Palmer steps away to his left. And it's complete. Hooper. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run here with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing is Palmer. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Play action now. Bridgewater. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the... This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 2nd down, Bridgewater. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round.
Now it's Palmer. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Ohio.
Now it's Palmer. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge. Now
they need to execute. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Buying time to his left. And Stills over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now Bridgewater. And this one's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Sheldon Rankins able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go. One.
Out of the gun, Palmer. And the pressure gets to him again. Tyler Davison in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So the D-line's going to spread out. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Coming left, it's Freeman. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now it's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Here we go. Brand 38. Let's round.
Oh, Palmer looking to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 190. 190. Hey. Ohio. Ohio.
Throwing now is Palmer. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Let's go.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.